The A's have been bullied the last handful of years due to the ownership treating them like an afterthought and treating the fan base like a stat. With budding stars like Nick Kurtz and Jacob Wilson, and extremely solid surrounding pieces like two-time All-Star Brent Rooker, high-power catcher Shea Langoliers, hot starting Tyler Soderstrom, and big-time power Lawrence Butler, and a highlight reel defensive center fielder in Denzel Clark, already in the majors, with an average pitching staff countered by a high-quality farm system, headlined by newly acquired Leo DeVries, the A's could be standing atop not just the AL West in a few years, but atop the AL as a whole. Yo, what is going on, everybody? I'm Canada's Own, and today we're rebuilding the Oakland, Sacramento, Las Vegas Athletics in MLB The Show 25. And as you guys saw in the intro there, this team has all the young pieces in the world. They've got all the young pieces at every position, it seems like. They've struck gold, seemingly, at every position you can. You've got Nick Kurtz, who was just called up this year. Now, look at his stats. MLB had him unupdated. Obviously, you can see there's no face scan there. There's no stats. There's no contract. There's no service time. I went through and I bumped his numbers to how I think he's playing in real life. Now, it's not perfect. I understand that. But the guy is playing like a top 2 to 3 first baseman in the league right now. And I think that it's only fair to give him the stats of one of those top 2 to 3 first basemen. Brent Rooker. They're, I guess you would say they're all-star. They're face of the franchise as of right now. He was given an extension, which is rare. Lawrence Butler was given an extension, not in the game, unfortunately, but he's been playing at a very quality level this year. He's going to hit north of 25 homers, would be my guess. Jacob Wilson, stats have also been bumped. They had him in the mid-50s and 60s for contact and the low to mid-30s in power. It's ridiculous. I went through and I did it myself. I changed his numbers. Obviously, the contact, that's one thing this kid can do. He's going to put the bat on the ball. You got a guy like Shea Langoliers. I had to bump his power. The guy only hits home runs. It's home runs and doubles and nothing else. Look at this. Last year, he had 108 hits. What is that? What is that math? That's 30, 47. Almost half of them were for extra bases. Tyler Soderstrom had an insane hot start this year, and his numbers sucked in MLB The Show because they haven't updated the roster. But he had an unbelievable hot start, was leading the league in homers for like the first month and a half of the year. He was great as well. And he's still a former first-round pick. Like, the kid can still pan out. He's only 23, 24 years old. In the pitching rotation, there isn't a whole lot to get excited about. You've got guys like Joey Estes and Mitch Spence. It's a 10th-round pick and a 16th-round pick. And a 30th-round pick with Jeffrey Springs. Like, these guys, the pitching rotation is something that needs work and is something we're going to target in both free agency and throughout the draft. This team is going to be treated like a California/Vegas market. And with that California/Vegas market comes a lot of money to spend. So I will not be hiding from the financials. It's not my money. So I'm not worried about how much my owner cares about it. I am only focused on putting together a winning team. That's something that I was thrilled about, was the A's have a great scouting budget for some reason. So that was very exciting to see. How is Jacob Wilson doing? He's batting 400. Perfect. It's actually working, their stats right now. We're going to simulate all the way to the deadline together, I think, just as I ramble here, because like I was saying, this team, people make fun of them, and it's really easy to pick on the A's because their owner sucks. It's as simple as that. This team doesn't have good pitching, and they're performing at or above the level that they should be. Jacob Wilson's batting 320. I love to see it. Lawrence Butler is putting up a 240, but he's got 14 homers already. Brent Rooker's batting 250 with 21 bombs. Nick Kurtz is batting 300 with 17 homers. Shea Langoliers is batting 240 with 19 bombs already. Tyler Soderstrom's struggling quite a bit, but he's got 13 homers. Gio's been pretty good in his time in the starting lineup. JJ Bleday's been okay. Zach Geloff has been all right as well since returning from injury. But Max Muncy was struggling quite a bit, so I guess it's okay. He was removed. Denzel Clark, same thing. Max Schumann's kind of just Max Schumann. We are going to enter this draft together. Add prospects, scouted. We're picking at, where are we picking? We're picking 11th. Let's go to the draft. Let's see how it shakes out through the first couple picks, and then I'll shut up, I'll quit rambling, and I'll see you guys when we get to the end of the regular season. Because that's the most important part, is what do the A's look like at the end of the year? Number 1 draft pick, who cares? Number 2, who cares? As long as it's not our catcher, I'm not worried. He projects well. He's got big-time pop. He's got big-time pop. We're going to take Eric Fernandez here, a catcher out of where? High school. Don't exactly remember. Is he an international guy? What was he? He's from the West. So I'll take a flyer on Fernando Cabrera here. Are my scouts locked in right now? Chat, I'm going to be honest. If my scouts lock in this hard, we might have an insane draft class. They're all honestly pretty bad, but what's the range? I mean, it gets up there pretty good. I'm at the point now where we're going to start having to take flyers. I'm not opposed to it. A lot of people frown upon drafting relievers in this because you can always just convert players, but I figure, why not capitalize on the value? If you draft a guy with B or A potential by accident, he's a perfect trade chip. And that's the end of your draft. Job Hogan Harris. Do we have a home run derby member? We do have Shea Langoliers with 23 bombs. Now that we're at a day to sign draft picks, let's see. Did we steal an all-star spot? Scooby makes an all-star game, which if you saw the Angels rebuild, was not the case throughout the entire video. Did we get anybody else? Not surprised that nobody else made it. Shea Langoliers is the all-star starter at the catching spot, though. Nobody else so far. Do we snag another all-star? Brent Rooker gets in, DHing. I was surprised, honestly, that Andrew Vaughn got in. He's still a White Sox for some reason. Thank you, MLB The Show. But Andrew Vaughn gets in. Question is what is Nick Kurtz doing? Oh, 298 with 18 and 60. An 880 OPS didn't sneak him in there. Jacob Wilson, the only thing holding him back is his overall and his power numbers. Otherwise, he's an all-star. Lawrence Butler's been pretty good. Rooker, obviously. So we have 2 all-stars, which is pretty damn good. This is where we're going to cut now. I won't check back in with you guys until the trade deadline where we try and offload some big pieces. But until then, I'm going to simulate, sign the draft picks, and then I will check back in with you guys when we make some trades. Alrighty, fellas. This is a big thing for us. Contract extensions. I'm getting on the pre-arb extension wave, and I'm locking up Nick Kurtz right now to an 8-year deal worth $108 million, just 13.5 a season. Boom, he signs that one. Lawrence Butler, we are going to try and offer him his real contract. He signed 7 years, $65.5 million. I don't think we're going to get him on that because already right here, he doesn't want to sign that. But I will give him a 6-year deal. I'll try and get him at 13.5 if I can because I don't want to overpay too much. Hey, okay, I'll finish that up, check back in with you guys at the deadline, and when we view our draft picks, and I'll see you guys in just a second. Alrighty, fellas, I'm trying to trade Luis Severino to the Tigers. I was going to try and take Alex Cobb back from them because he's unexpiring, and I figured the Tigers will want to shed some money here as well. But because it's not working, we're going to get Jaden Ham and Ty Madden. Jaden Ham's actually a pretty highly touted pitching prospect, so I won't take him. I'll take Dylan Smith instead. Ty Madden and Dylan Smith basically blocked in the rotation, forced to be either long relief guys or in Dylan's case this year with the Tigers, he's been mostly a 1 to 2 innings of work reliever. So we're going to trade Luis Severino for Ty Madden and Dylan Smith. That is the first piece to fall. Is there anybody you'd be willing to part with for 2 more seasons of Jeffrey Springs? Luke I'm not going to say his last name. Maybe we take a guy like Sal Stewart. Little investment piece, Jeffrey Springs. I'll throw in somebody else. Why not? Ryan Cusick. How's he been in AAA? He's been pretty good. We'll give you Ryan Cusick. Boom. Jeffrey Springs is now Cincinnati ready. I just have to call up a starter. Henry Baez is having a very good year in AA, but technically we were supposed to just get him now. JT Jin is always a guy who is kind of up and down. I believe he's been up this year a little bit, but he's having a good year, so I think he is the one we're going to go with for now. Let's view draft picks. Now's the big one. Okay, so Eric Fernandez is not the greatest pick in the world. However, the raw power is there. The contact, the offensive capabilities are there. Fernando Cabrera, a non-ranked prospect with 93 potential getting picked up at, I can't remember if he was a compensatory pick or if he was a second rounder, but either way, he was the end of the first, beginning of the second round, and he's a 93 overall. That's a great find. The team still looks good. Let's do a quick little overview real quick. In the majors, let's make sure AA is set as well. Henry Baez, Braden Nett, yep. And where's the other guy? Eduardo Nail, yep, he's shutting it down. In the majors, Osvaldo Bido, sub-4 ERA. He's been very good. Solid innings eater. Joey Estes, sub-3 ERA, 11-2. He's been spectacular. Mitch Spence, he's struggled a little bit as of late, but a 4-5 as the former 5-arm on our rotation, he still looks fine. Ty Madden is going to debut with us pretty soon. JT Jin is going to make his season debut as well. Ken Waldichuk in long relief has been great. Tyler Ferguson has been solid. I think it's Michelle or Mikel Otanez. I don't think it's Michael, if you couldn't tell, because he's from the Dominican Republic. But he's been pretty solid. And then Jose Leclerc is a 3-3 with 35 saves and 38 attempts. I am more than okay with that. Like, that is spectacular for $10 million that we're paying him. because he got DFA'd in real life. And then in the rotation, in the starting lineup, Jacob Wilson's batting 325, Lawrence Butler's batting 250 with 21 bombs, Brent Rooker's batting 260 with just south of 30 homers, Nick Kurtz is batting 270, only 18 homers. He actually hasn't homered since the All-Star break, since before the All-Star break. Shea Langoliers is batting 266 with 28 homers, which is great. Tyler Soderstrom batting 230, but he's got 17 homers. He could get to that 25 mark. And then Gio Urshela, in our lineup because Max Muncy was hurt. But now that he's healthy, I think we put Muntz back into the lineup and play Geloff at 2. I think that's what I want to do here. I'm honestly thinking about the Shea Langoliers contract right now, and I'm looking at it, and I'm going, I feel like I should extend him. If I get him at 77, actually, let's see if we can get him at 75. Oh, deal. Okay. 60 and 52 at the trade deadline. I'll see you guys at the end of the regular season. A devastating month of September buried our playoff chances. Look at this. Lose 2 out of 3 to St. Louis, win 2 out of 3 in Anaheim, get swept by the Red Sox, swept by the Reds, swept by the Red Sox. We lose, 10 straight games. 2 out of 3 against Pittsburgh, 2 out of 3 against Houston, 2 out of 3 against Kansas City. But by that point, it was too little too late. Jacob Wilson leads the league in hits with 218. Oh my God. Bats 331, almost steals a batting title. But 218 hits, he is the hit king for the season. Awards, I feel like we're going to have an MVP or something. We don't, thankfully. MVP, though, is Aaron Judge. 337, 62, and 130. Oh my God. Luis Gil is your Cy Young this year in the AL. That's crazy. Aaron Judge wins the batting title, as we saw over Jacob Wilson. Reliever of the year, we don't even place. I thought we'd at least get a little love for leading the league in saves. Oh, top 2 in Rookie of the Year voting. Honestly, what I think it's going to end up like in the AL anyway, with Nick and Jacob being 1 and 2. Nick obviously having a much better power output. Jacob Wilson, though, bats 331. What are we looking at? Minnesota and LA. Oh my God. The Twins defeat the Dodgers in the 2025 World Series. I am going to go through, do all the free agency stuff. I'll check in with you guys if we actually get any major free agent signings. But other than that, I'll do all the contracts, I'll do all the signing, any offseason moves, and then I'll see you guys at the start of the regular season. Oh, I've got like no money spent this year. Holy shit. I only have 6 guys making more than $1 million. Oh, damn it. 1 year 15. We gave Kirsch 1 year 16, and he declined. So we literally did not get a single free agent here. Andrew Heaney might be the guy that we have to go out and pick up, or like a Merrill Kelly. 1 year, if I can get him at like 11.5, sure. There's your new starting pitcher for us here. We're gonna go through spring training. We've got nobody to renew. We got everybody back. We didn't lose anybody, but we also didn't add a single guy. I didn't get a single guy. Alrighty, boys. We are 18 and 13, 31 games into the season, and you're gonna see it here in a second. Jacob Wilson is on the IL for how long? Probably the rest of the year. He has got a torn ACL. It's time for Leo DeVries to come to the majors. He's gonna get opportunity. He's going to bat last for now. I just want him to get reps. I'm gonna give Max Muncy leadoff at bats versus lefties, and versus righties, it's gonna be Zach Geloff. So we're in a bit of a hole now without Jacob Wilson, but we're going to go in real quick. Actually, you know what? We're not even going to go in. We're going to go in. We're going to see. Aviators can figure out their lineups. We lost 11-2. Show me. Did Leo? No, he goes 0 for. Alrighty. This is our trade right here. The offense is scuffling. I need a guy who can hit the ball. Jonathan India is that guy. He's batting 300 right now. He sims to about a 250 to 260, and I just need a guy who can hit the ball, get on base. If he's going to give me a 750 OPS, I'm more than okay with that. He's on a 1 year deal. So we're going to give up Luis Medina, who's having a bad year, Kyle McCann, who's our third string catcher, as well as Miles Naylor, who's a low-level prospect who won't debut in the video more than likely. We're going to swap in Jonathan India. He's going to be our leadoff, everyday second baseman for the remainder of the season. That is going to be the only update for now. I will see you guys when we actually get to the draft, the All-Star break. Draft time, baby. Not as optimistic this year. It's a little top-heavy, and I'm not sure that we're going to be able to get... We've got a guy, number 1 on our board is the 7th ranked prospect. We're picking at 11. Reynaldo Colon, or he was 4th, forgive me. We're picking at 11th, or at 11, I guess. I don't think he's going to be there. He's gone. He ended up going 8 to the Braves. So we never had a chance. This guy's ranked 6th. He's got pretty good per 9s. He opted out of his exam, but his injury risk is low. So why not take Alexi Sixto? It's cool. That's a pretty cool name. I'm not going to lie. Currently sitting at 50 and 46, tied with the Astros, 3.5 back of the Mariners. Show you guys the wild card race. We currently occupy a wild card spot, technically. However, we are tied with the Astros. I'm not sure if we have the tiebreaker on them. We did win a series against them earlier in the year, so I'm hoping that means we hold the tiebreaker. But we did also sweep the Royals. We're 5-1 against them this year, so that is good for us as well. And then the Jays are probably going to run away with that top spot, but we can definitely be looking at that second or third wild card spot here for us. So I'm excited for that. Let's make sure, though. Jonathan Indy's been great. Lawrence Butler has really struggled. Brent Rooker's been great. Kurtz has been kind of mid this year, which kind of sucks because he should be putting up some seriously big power numbers. I would definitely love to get an upgrade. Maybe a more consistent center fielder. Like if we could condense Denzel Clark and JJ Bleday into an everyday center fielder, like a Luis Roberts, per chance, now that I think about it. I'm actually going to look at that right now. Luis Robert is there, and he's having a good year. Could I give you JJ Bleday, and they're just interested in doing it like this? I will tack on a prospect because I only think it's fair. Not too high a level prospect, but honestly, Seth Brown. I'll give you Seth Brown as well. There you go. Luis Robert, welcome. Let me show you guys the pitching rotation before we go any further. Osvaldo Bido was doing really good to start the year and has completely fallen off a cliff as of late, which sucks because I wanted to try and keep a pitcher who's actually on the A's. I know Joey Estes is in AAA right now, but I wanted to try and keep an actual pitcher on the A's on the roster, but with a 5'11", I can't really do much with that. Joey Estes, however, has been great, and because he is still a member of the A's organization in real life, I'm going to prioritize him at 24 years old with a B potential. His potential has actually gone up from a C, so that is nice to see, and his numbers are getting better as well, and he's still got a 3.2 ERA, or 3.3 ERA. Ty Madden struggled quite heavily this year, which sucks in a full sample size. I mean, as a 5 guy, he'd be great. But as the 3 guy, no. Merrill Kelly, very good so far. He started out the season piss poor. He was over a 5 for probably a month and a half, which sucked. I thought we just basically lit $11.5 million on fire. Mitch Spence was another pleasant surprise as well for us right now, and I'm thrilled with it. Let's try and make some moves here. Let's spice this up a little bit. Let's get a little active here before the deadline. Let's take some lower level prospects. And let's look around and try and find ourselves a closer, like a Felix Bautista. Actually, shout out, or I guess rip Felix Bautista. He just blew his rotator cuff out and had surgery. That sucks, because he's really, really good. James Jones is an auto-generated draft pick. Not a lot of draft or closers here available. Emmanuel Clase is a guy, but is it even possible to pick him up? Like, we would have to sell the farm for Emmanuel Clase. Like, Eric Fernandez would have to go. I'd be interested, though, in dealing Eric Fernandez. I'm not opposed. Zach Geloff, maybe Sal Stewart. How's he hit? Huh. The Guardians, eh? What if I could get this done without... What if I gave up Logan Davidson and I could give you this Angel Arevalo? Boom. Emmanuel Clase to the Athletics. I keep wanting to call him Oakland. Let's go through the All-Star game and everything. Emmanuel Clase, that's a massive trade, obviously. One of the biggest trades, the biggest trade we've made. We also picked up Luis Robert. I was surprised that didn't get mentioned. But big Luis, recent games. He's having a good year. I'm glad. We've got him for 2 more seasons as well. So pretty damn good year for us. We've got 4 All-Stars. That's double what we had last year. That's exciting. And then I guess our draft picks will come up. But I will see you guys when we actually get to showing our draft prospects, because our deadline has already happened. Unless I can really take advantage of a starting arm, maybe with some control, I'll do that. But other than that, I'll see you guys when we showcase our draft picks, and then we'll meet back up at the end of the regular season. Alrighty, fellas. Small trade we're going to make here with the Pirates. Pick up Bailey Falter, Matt Crook, Cade Morris, Robert Poisson on the way out. Bailey Falter on the way in. Welcome to the A's. Alrighty, fellas. We've got, 9 games left in the season. 82-71. We have clinched a winning record. We are 8 games back in the division. We're not catching the Mariners. But what we can do is secure ourselves that number 1 wildcard spot, which would put us against the Twins if the season ended today, the defending World Series champs. We got a 3-game set against the Rangers, Diamondbacks, and Rockies. Kumar Rocker versus Mitch Spence. We've got to take some games against Texas. We lose the series. However, we did pick up a win there, which is still important nonetheless. Estes versus King, 21-4. Oh my God. Okay. What are we doing right now? Okay, now the Rangers are on our ass for this wild card spot. If we lose 2 games here, Jesus Christ. Lucky enough, we're able to take one of those wild card spots. We barely get the number 1 wild card spot. We play the Rangers. We've got Kelly versus Bradford in game 1. I guess that's their ace. We lose 7-5. Oh, Kelly got lit up in 2 innings. That sucks. What did he go? 2 innings, he gave up what? Did he give up all 7? He gave up 5 on 5 hits with a walk and a K. Ty Madden had a very good 5-inning stretch for us in long relief, but it didn't matter because we blew ass. Now you've got Nathan Eovaldi versus Bailey Falter, and the season is over. Dodgers versus Yanks. So you've got a rematch of the 2024 World Series here. I didn't want to see the Silver Sluggers. Oops, I want to see postseason MVP. Yeah. Damn, dude. He is killing the game right now. Holy cow. He went 5 1/3 with 10 hits and only 2 runs. Good God, man. Let's see what it looks like here. It's a 2-2 series. 3-2 LA. And the Dodgers yet again knock off the Yanks. The Yanks just cannot close the deal. This is the big one. We need an ace. We're targeting an ace. Scoob, Crotch Rocket, Fromber. Those are the big ones. I'll go through and do all this extra crap. I'll do the salary arbitration, tender the contract, select the 40-man. I need a big-time ace. That is the target. We need one. If we can't sign one, we might have to trade for one. I will figure it out, and I will see you guys when we do that. Oh my God, 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 oh my God. Did we get it? What? Look at the offer we sent him. 8 at 42, and he said no. Oh my God. Okay, this is Tarek Skubal's offer. We gave him 8 at like 48. There isn't much more I can give. I literally gave them both the max I could give them. Give me Tarek Skubal, please. What? 8 at 48. What more can I do for you? Like, I gave them everything I could give them. Like, look at this. That's the max. I offered him the max. We gave a couple guys some pretty big offers, like a Tyler Soderstrom. I don't know if he signed that. 5-year deal, $14.2 million a season. I don't mind that at all. And if he's going to hit the way he did this year, going forward, if he can bat between 250 and 270 and hit me 20-plus homers a year, I'm more than okay with that. Oh, man. Contract is... Does that mean we got Scooby? If we can no longer afford Crotch Rocket, does that mean we can afford Scoob? And that's why? Oh, my God. Did we just get Tarek Skubal? Oh, my God. Tarek Skubal is an freaking Oakland, Sacramento, Las Vegas Athletic. Holy Toledo, I'm signing with the Athletics. And I think I'm going to use Osvaldo Bido because he's just not that guy right now. And I would like to trade him probably because we're going to have Baez. This Sixto guy, by the way, our first-round pick this past year, legit. We're going to have Baez and Net coming up soon, as well as Alexi Sixto eventually. And I feel like we should capitalize on some value. I also, we had some relievers that I drafted with A potential. Lindsey Bell, A potential. And then, where's the other guy? Kevin Rigdon was an a B potential. We had somebody else, not Sodi. Oh, there he is. Pierre Hurst, the third base prospect. Also a potential. So we've got some serious guys here that we can use. I could get this done without giving up Braden Net. Oh my gosh. This is going to be a steal. We're going to pick up Jose Barrios from the Blue Jays for Dylan Smith, JT Ginn, and Jacob Lopez. Oh my bargain. Oh my bargain. Scooby and Barrios Beto, Estes, Falter, Madden. This team is so good. We got to trade. I think we got to condense. We're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Madden, I'm okay with Spence, but I think... Actually, Madden's got options still, so we could just option these guys. Oh my god, this is unbelievable. Baez, I hope, makes the roster. Net, I don't think is going to make the roster. And then Sixto obviously will not make the roster either. But I think that's going to be it for now. I don't think I have any money. How much can I offer? Does it say how much I can offer? Oh, I have $7 million to offer. Yeah, we're not going to sign anybody else. I would love to pick up a better third baseman, but we'll figure it out probably when the regular season gets close. You know what? Why not give it a shot? Who's available at third base? Austin Riley's available. Austin Riley is definitely a guy. He's a bargain for a while. We could get this done right now. With Jonathan India and Johnny Pareda, third string catcher that barely played for us last year. Welcome to the A's, Austin freaking Riley. Your new top players on this roster after free agency: Tarek Skubal, Austin Riley, and Jose Barrios. Those are your big three additions for the offseason. I will see you guys at the start of the regular season if necessary. Otherwise, I'll meet you straight at the trade deadline. Alrighty there, boys. We are 53-44 at the deadline. I believe that was a handful of games better than last year. We were only about 5 or 6 games above 500 last year. 5 All-Stars this year. I'll show you guys real quick. It's Emmanuel Clase. We've got Nick Kurtz is the bench first baseman. You've got Austin Riley, and you've got Jacob Wilson, and you've got Brent Rooker. 5 All-Stars for us this year. I went through the draft already. Our draft isn't going to be as strong moving forward because that's not what we're worried about. These guys aren't going to debut in the video. We're focused on the guys in the lineup right now. Jacob Wilson, though, great season. Nick, spectacular. Rook, spectacular. Austin Riley's been great. Shea Langoliers is having a down year with the average, so honestly, I'm actually going to dump him. So is Lawrence Butler. He's having a bad year. So is Luis Robert. Oh my gosh. You know what? We'll just jump everybody down one, and we'll go like this. What's going on is the team is good. We've been beating the crap out of the Astros all year. I don't believe that they are much of a threat, although they are only 5 games back of us. They've beaten us once this whole season. So they haven't been a concern. The Rangers haven't been a concern much at all this year. And then, obviously, the rest of the division, aside from us in Seattle, isn't really a threat. We're not worried about anybody else. We do have the number 1 wildcard spot as of right now. 3 games up on the O's, which is good. But there are a lot of teams within this 51 to 53 win mark that if we go on a cold streak for a week, we could be on the outside looking in. And it's concerning because there isn't much I can do to stop it. We went on a bit of a heater here at the start of August, which is good. It makes me feel good that this team can get hot. The thing I need is the team to stay hot. As we're still 7 games back of the Mariners is crazy. I think we're going to give Ty Madden a shot. We're going to get you back to the bigs, Mr. Madden. I believe in you. I want them to succeed because I need them. I really need the pitching depth. Our first base tandem has been unbelievable this year. Zach Geloff has not played a whole lot. Sal Stewart, you know what? We'll get him his cup of coffee. He finally made the 40-man this year. Is there anybody else we could call up? Max Muncy is in AAA this year. Ain't no good. Like, I don't even need him up either. Daryl Hernaiz. Give him a call. Why not? Say, you know what, kid? You're playing your ass off. Congratulations. Welcome to the bigs. They called up Fernando Cabrera at the start of the year, but I sent him back down because I just want his numbers to keep going up. I'm going to let him keep developing. Why give him a cup of coffee at the end of the year? I'd rather have him make the roster out of spring training next year. I'm not worried about the minor leagues. We're 88-68. It's our best record yet. The Mariners are 98-58. They're 10 games better than us. We clinched our wild card spot. As long as we don't lose 4 of 6 here, we'll get that number 1 wild card spot again. We win 2 out of 3 against the Tigers, and then we lose 2 of 3, and we get the Red Sox. That's exactly who we expected to get. League leaders. You had Brent Rooker lead the league in homers, Austin Riley lead the league in RBIs, and Jacob Wilson lead the league in hits. When the kid's healthy, he hits the ball like a son of a gun. That is 2 seasons of healthy baseball where he's gone for 218 and 214 hits. That is unreal. If he didn't tear his ACL, he would have had another season of 200-plus hits. Did we get any awards? Top 3 in MVP voting is all the AL West guys. But just Rooker and Riley get beat out by Corey Seager because he batted .340. Corey Seager wins his MVP. Did we get anybody else for anything? Gold Gloves, maybe. Austin Riley finishes second. Silver Sluggers, Rook gets his at the DH spot. Shea Langoliers gets beat out by Cal Raleigh. Nick Kurtz finishes second to Spencer Torkelson, although you could argue that he probably had a better season. Austin Riley gets one at third. And that is all. So, Flaherty versus Skubal, former teammates. Falter versus Crawford. And Houck versus Estes, if necessary. Game 1, we win 10-0. Spectacular. Scooby goes 8 shutout. Falter versus Crawford. We get her done. Beautiful. First playoff series win. We get the Death Squad, the Seattle Mariners. Not who I wanted to see. Gilbert versus Falter. 4-3. That was a good game from Bailey, too. Damn. Castillo versus Skubal. 4-1 victory. That's a big one. Barrios versus Wu. That could have been the turning point for us. He gets lit up in his only start. Estes versus Kirby to stay alive. And we're out again, man. We just can't beat the freaking Mariners. And then Minnesota swept them. How does Minnesota beat them? Who plays in Minnesota right now? It should be their regular roster, no? James Wood, Vlad Guerrero, Jordan Walker, Buxton, Ezekiel Duran. How's Jordan Walker hit? 260. Oh my God. He's never done that in real life. We won one game against Seattle. Minnesota beat them 4 times. And the Diamondbacks beat the Twins. We had a Twins, a Dodgers, and then a D-backs World Series win. Obviously, we got to go through all this crap. But in free agency, what do we need? We've got a starting rotation. I feel like we should try and get a third arm. That may mean trading Jose Barrios. He was a little disappointing for me in the playoffs, although solid in the regular season. So maybe we don't deal Mr. Barrios. Maybe we do. Let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens. What can we get? Freddie Peralta is doing what? A 281? Oh, I'm getting Freddie Peralta right now. Bill Martin. Reggie Sutton. Actually, 75. I'll keep you. Andrew McKinley. Boom. Freddie Peralta. I'll pick that up. Okay, there's your clear-cut number 2 in the rotation. Question is, can we bridge it and get a third arm? So maybe it's time to find a center fielder. Maybe one that's under contract would be nice. Maybe Byron Buxton. I don't think I can do that. Cody Bellinger. 20 homers, 69 RBIs. Oh, man, we are in a tough spot. We are in a tough spot. Like I said, it is just a very paper-thin outfield market. Ian Happ, how's he hit? Okay. And I'll give you Anthony Maldonado and Grant Holman. Actually, he was pretty good. How about, you actually know what, Grant Holman. Boom. Okay. There's another big trade that goes down. We now have, what's his name? Where is he? Ian Happ is going to come in and play left field for us. We're probably going to have to put either Lawrence Butler or Fernando Cabrera in center. For now, that is going to be all. I'll catch back up with you guys at the start of the regular season, give you a little update of the offseason, and then, yeah, we're going to get moving. Alrighty, fellas. Start of season number 4 we are at now. I got to work on not rambling as much, so I give myself a ton of footage, and it takes forever for me to edit these videos. But, start of the season. Ranked first overall, second in pitching, fourth in contact, first in power. The roster is legit. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 90 overalls, 2 more that are very close, and a plethora of upper 80s. The rotation goes as follows. The bullpen looks like this. Then in our lineups, it looks like this. The bench looks like that versus righties and versus lefties. Here you go. And there's the bench versus lefties as well. Fernando Cabrera, the big addition this year. Kid's got elite contact, great vision, great discipline. Can he make an impact? He's not going to play a whole lot, but what he will do is get some major big league experience, which he probably needs. Okay, in the All-Star game, let's see. Scooby's your starter. Nobody else from us in the rotation. Emmanuel Clase is your number 1 bullpen guy, so that's 2. No catcher. We've got Nick at first. That's 3. We've got no third baseman this year. Rafi's back in Boston. Oh, you know what? Rafi was never in San Francisco because the roster was never updated. We've got 3 All-Stars. We get Brent Rooker as well. I'll take 4 All-Stars. The AL is a tough league. I'm going to set that to auto. You guys figure it out. If you don't sign them, then you don't sign them. But we go on a tear there after the All-Star break, dominating the Western United States. Bo Bichette to the Pirates for Bubba Chandler and keep Ryan Hayes. We're going past the trade deadline. We stop here. Let's view the picks real quick. Oh, an A potential. That'll be a sexy little trade piece to dangle if need be. I'm not worried about who we didn't sign. Contract extensions. I would really love to get a Wilson contract extension done or win a World Series before then so we don't have to worry about it. Leo DeVries is going to cost me a lot of money going forward, but I am more than willing to just pay the kid what he wants. $1 million. Okay, I'm going to go all the way down, get it up to the max, and then see how long it takes us to get back up to the top again. So I believe once we hit... Oh, it doesn't reset. No! Okay, so I wasted my own time there. So I guess we'll just wait and we'll scroll here. I'm going to speed this up. I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to speed this up until that bar gets like 90% of the way full. Boom. Okay, so this is post-video me now, I guess we have made it to, because throughout the duration of this next, 5 minutes and 34 seconds that this clip goes on for, I have no audio because I muted myself while I was scrolling for Leo DeVries and then thought I unmuted myself, but when I went up to go let my dog out, I unplugged my microphone by accident. So now, I was unmuted, but my microphone wasn't connected, so there's no audio coming through. And then we barely edged out, I can't remember who, but somebody on the NL side. It was either the Yankees this year who won 103 games, or it was somebody on the NL side. I think it was the Yanks, though. Finished as the 1 seed. League leaders, we had Scooby with strikeouts, winning percentage, shutouts, and complete games. I don't know how it took me that long to read it. And then Nick Kurtz led the league in RBIs on the other side. Alrighty, after scrolling through some of the awards, we picked up a handful of Silver Sluggers Gold Gloves. We win Game 1. We win Game 2. With Freddie versus Bryce, we lose Game 3, and Blake Walston has the start of his life, shuts us down. And then I realized that I don't want Joey Estes facing Logan Gilbert in Game 5. Let me throw my ace in there. Scooble versus Gilbert. And we blew a 2-0 lead against the Mariners. So we kicked ourselves in the nuts and lost a playoff series after finally winning the division, clearing the 100-win mark, and having some of the best players in baseball. And this basically the next 2 minutes is me bitching about it. So I'll cut that out and I'll let you guys see the rest of the video. Alrighty, Yankees win the World Series, beat the D-backs. I just now realized that the last about 6 minutes of what you guys just saw, basically the playoffs and the end of the regular season, was entirely muted. I don't know what happened. I don't know if my mic was disconnected, if my controller was disconnected, if my headset was disconnected, but something wasn't working. And because of that, last 6 minutes of the last clip were completely silent, which sucks, and it's dumb on my part to not check. So I apologize for that, but you guys will see it nonetheless. I'll just have to voice over it. Hopefully it's not too bad. But yeah, so I'll see you guys at the start of next season, which is what I had said in the previous clip, but you wouldn't hear that. So I'll see you guys in a second here. Alrighty, boys. Starting rotation for year, what is this now? 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Season number 5. We got it done with the Angels in 5. Can we get it done with the A's in 5? Scooble, Peralta, King, Estes, Falter, Spence, Cade Povich, whom we traded for in the offseason, using Osvaldo Bido, Ferguson, Nunez, Basso, Otanez, Foley, Clase. In the lineups, they look like this versus righties and this versus lefties. Now, through the first month or so of the season, there isn't much to discuss, I guess, other than the vast disappointment that this team was last year after such a good year. Alexei Sixto might have to be the guy, but I also can't trade Estes, so I guess we have to live with Estes, huh? Because me like, you can't trade him. Oh, I can trade him. Hold on here. Get his ass off of my team. Logan Webb. Kyle Harrison, how you been? Pretty good. Dylan Cease, what do you look like? Pretty good. Hunter Brown, how do you look? Oh. Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Whoa. Yeah, but he's got 7 years left. You know what? It's budgetary. We'd have to find more money to give up, which would be like Foley. Oh my God, we'd be able to get Jason Foley. And then we'd need to find an A potential guy. Yeah, it's got to be A potential. Oh my goodness gracious. Yoshinobu Yamamoto is joining this team in full capacity. We'll let Povich pitch out of the... Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's let it rock like this for now. There we go. We're still looking good. Otanya's has been great. Clase is great. Basso, Nunez, Ferguson, Falter, Madden. The starting five as is. I'm not worried. Let's keep it going. Let's see how this next little bit here goes. Yeah, this is a big trade. Centered around Estes, Oliger, and Foley. Oh my god, dude, why can't I speak? Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Show me the All-Stars really fast. Let's go through this together. We've got no pitching. Emmanuel Clase is the number one closer. Kurtz and Soderstrom get in this year, so that's 3 guys. There's 4. And there's 5. Boom, Brent Rooker. Another massive season he's having. Holy cow. Oh, boy. That contract extension is going to get ugly if we don't lock in pretty soon. Onwards we go through the month of August into September as we roll. Shea Langoliers gets hurt. Oh, no. Right after the deadline, too, man. Like, you couldn't just wait, or you couldn't get hurt earlier, so I at least knew to add a freaking bat. And why is Austin Riley batting 220? He's not going to put the ball over the fence a whole lot, but he's... Ian Happ was taken out of the lineup for some godforsaken reason. Like, why is Lawrence Butler playing over Ian Happ right now? He's batting 290 with 20 bombs. Butler, Geloff, that's fine there. There we go. Okay. Okay, we're in a bit of a scary spot here with injuries, at least. And I'm only concerned about that because with this team's shape, we are an injury away from some serious trouble. Seattle, got to win games against Seattle. That's big. A big series win against Seattle there. A big sweep of the White Sox, 95-51 after a totally dog-ass start to the year. We're the number one team in baseball by 4 games. Tough series, lost to Texas there, but good thing is they're the worst team in our division. A sweep of the Pittsburgh Pirates. A series win against the Dodgers. That's big as well. 101-55. We have eclipsed last year's record. Your playoff bracket is set. It looks as though we're going to get the Astros or Twins in the first round after they play each other. You got the Guards in there. You got the Yanks, the Padres, Dodgers, Pirates, Marlins, and Phillies, it looks like. The Cubs are sneaking in there, but, you know, they got to win out, basically, it looks like. Eduardo Nunez, he's okay. All right, we're into what? Last game of the season comes right here, October 1st. We lose 7-3. 104-58, though. That's a pretty good way to finish a year that I was very concerned at the start of. 3 teams from the AL West get in. Central brings 2, and the East brings 1. You got the Yanks, a game behind us, so they got hot. You got Dodgers, Padres, D-backs, Pirates, and Cubs, and then the Marlins. The divisions each deliver the same amount of teams to the playoffs. That's so weird. Yamamoto, winning percentage. Michael King with a whip of under 1 is insane. Brent Rooker leads the league in homers. Nick Kurtz leads the league in RBIs. Good. I like seeing all the stuff there. Let's see. Kurtz. Nicholas Kurtz. Your American League MVP. 275, 341, 513 slash line with 38 and 127 alongside 35 doubles. 854 OPS on the year. He picks up the Major League Baseball's American League MVP with another Silver Slugger and an All-Star appearance this year. So the kid is locked in. He's having a very good career so far. Rook finishes 3rd in MVP voting for what feels like the 6th time he's been top 3. Yamamoto is your Cy Young this year with the Crotch Rocket finishing 2nd. Don't exactly know why a 3.76 got you that award, but okay. Emmanuel Clase is your reliever of the year yet again. Fernando finishes 2nd in Rookie of the Year voting. Alrighty. Bullpen is fine, aside from Mitch Spence. I don't really want him on the playoff roster, if I'm being honest. So I'd actually like to add somebody else, if that is possible. Like, honestly, why not? I have to wait till the series is over. Oh, he has to be on the 40. He's not on the 40, man. Totally forgot about that. Hogan Harris. You know what? He's been around a while. Let's get him up here. I took him off the 40 man as well. Motherfucker. Okay. I guess we're not going to have anybody, but it goes as follows. We're going to have Skubal versus Suarez, Peralta versus Crochet, Yamamoto versus France, and then I forget, but I think it's Michael King versus whoever the Astros have. Let's see. Game 1 In Oakland, we lose 9-7. Are you kidding me? Peralta versus Crochet, game 2, we lose 9-5. Yamamoto versus France. Oh my God. What the Ooh, what just happened? God, that's the second year now we come in as the 1 seed and exit before the first week of the playoffs is over. Yankees versus Pirates. The Yanks have been to 3 World Series in 4 years, and the Yanks get a second title. That's 2 in a row. All right, we royally sucked ass. I need to see the stats for the playoffs. In 3 games, who sucked the most? Fernando was great. Now we're into the unacceptable tier. Yeah. Nope. Okay. Your MVP has 2 hits in 14 ABs. Unacceptable. That's awful. I'll see you guys at the start of next season. Alrighty, boys. Here's the big trade for the offseason. Falter, Martin, Langoliers for Rutschman and Olson from the San Diego Padres. There's your shakeup for the offseason. That's going to be the big one for now. I will see you guys when we get to the regular season for real. Year number 6 has begun. I am running out of patience swiftly. This video is going to be 7 days long at this point. So, I'm going to cut it off either this season or next. We got to get it done. It's either getting done now or it's getting done in a year. Oh yeah, I guess I'll show you guys the rotation really fast. Obviously, headlined by Scoob, Yamamoto, King, Povich, Cortez Jr. now was traded to free up salary, so we could bring back basically everybody for arbitration. Ty Madden, Mitch Spence, Eddie Nunez, Brady Basso, Michael Otanez, Tyler Ferguson, and Emmanuel Clase obviously shutting the door. We're going to be one of the best teams in baseball yet again. It's just I need us to win a freaking World Series or even a playoff series. We haven't made the ALCS yet in this video. This is year 6. We missed the playoffs twice. Every year after that, we've lost in either the wild card or the divisional round, which is unacceptable. All-stars, does it even matter at this point? There you go. You saw 2 starters. You had Riley and Cabrera. Did we get a pitcher? Povich makes it. Clase gets in. That's 4. Kurtz, you guys saw. Oh, that's 5, actually. Austin Riley's a starter we saw. Fernando we saw as a starter. And Brent Rooker gets in yet again. Scooby's got another 2 months. Move him to the 60-day. He's out for, like we said, at least 2 months. Trade deadline? Nope. We're going right through it. We've made our trades. Are we for real? 1 to 2 months, Yoshinobu Yamamoto goes down now. We are in such a hole here with our pitching. All our guys are getting hurt at the worst possible time. Let's hope this team is able to hold it together. And it looks like we are. The offense is great. Adley Rutschman is no longer injured. That makes me feel a lot better. I get my starting catcher back. He's going to come in, bat 5th and 7th every single day for me at least. There we go. How much longer is the question? We got 2 to 3 weeks for Scoob, 3 to 4 weeks for Yamamoto. Good news is we should get these guys back this year, which makes me feel very, very good. He's got 5 days left, and Yamamoto has 9 days left. These guys we're going to enter the postseason with our best players. I'm doing anything to save these guys for the rest of the season. Oh my God, Yamamoto's back too. With 1 game left, we're 103 and 58. We could tie our record from last year. Looks like we're going to go with, 6-2. Oh my God, Michael King was an 88 at the start of the year. Yamamoto was a 90. Lordy, what happened? Yeah, Rooker lead the league in homers and RBIs. Fernando Cabrera led the league in batting average and hits and runs scored. You'll love to see it. Kid's got a batting title to his name. Hell yeah, 2030 All-Star as well. Leo Dallas de Vries has got himself a Silver Slugger this year. Plays 157 games, 30 and 79, 300, 357, 532. We're not interested in that, though. AL MVP, Brent Rooker, finally gets himself one. I think that puts him in the Hall of Fame right there. He's closing in. He's got 3 years left on his deal. He's closing in on that 400 homer mark, 1,000 RBIs. He'll be at 1,500 hits. He's got an MVP. He's got 7 All-Star selections, 7 consecutive Silver Sluggers, 3-time home run champ, 3 times in 4 years, mind you. He's hit 50 homers twice. He's had 45 plus 2 other times. We're going to play Cleveland this year. It's a new team. It's a new team we're playing. You got Yanks and Tigers, Athletics and Guardians, Braves and Marlins, Brewers and Dodgers. Show me the rotation. It should be Skubal to start, right? It is Skubal versus Framber Valdez. Alrighty. We are looking down the barrel this year. This may be the year to do it. Skubal versus Valdez. We don't have 2 valid lineups. Game 1, Skubal, Valdez. We lose 5-1. You got to be kidding me. Madden versus... Whoa, hold on. Why is Ty Madden second in my rotation? Should be, first of all, should be Yamamoto. You know, we'll go Povich. You know, we'll go Yamamoto. We'll go Povich, King, Madden. Game 2, Yamamoto, Clark Schmidt. We lose 9-1. 6-0 versus Ober. 7-5. Povich versus Allen. And we're out. I believe in the A's, man. MLB The Show does not. I don't know what more I can do. See what it looks like. Tigers and Marlins. We'll see who wins the World Series. Looks like it's going to be Miami. It was Miami. Tigers blew a 3-2 lead. Unfortunately, that's got to do it here. That's 6 years. If it's not going to happen now, the core is cooked. That's unfortunately going to do it for this one. I don't think we can do much more. So, first of all, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to put up on the screen the comment I got requesting the Oakland Athletics rebuild. I apologize I couldn't pull off a World Series for you, but I feel like the Athletic fandom would be pretty happy with seeing the success that this team had brought. Unfortunately, just not in the playoffs. And with that being said, that is going to do it for this one. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe while you're here. Remember, I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 5 p.m. PST. I also stream on Wednesdays and Saturdays now. On the screen right now is a video YouTube thinks you guys should check out. Feel free to do so if you are interested. And again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.